This is Pre-Bunker, where we examine the full picture before conclusions are drawn. Today we examine the fiscal record and economic governance of Enugu State under Governor Peter Mbah. We focus on three key questions. First, has Enugu's revenue base grown, and is growth real or cosmetic? Second, is borrowing productive or is it irresponsible? Third, is Enugu building an economy beyond government allocations? Let us examine the records. Question 1. Has Enugu's revenue base grown? The numbers here are not in dispute. They are drawn from official fiscal records cited in the Governance Directory and the Independent Assessment by Budget State of States report. State revenue grew from approximately 30 billion naira under the previous administration to over 400 billion naira under Governor Mbah, with higher projections ahead. Internally generated revenue (IGR) has also risen significantly. In 2024, it reached 180.5 billion naira, a growth of 54.6%. Operating surpluses. The difference between revenue and routine spending have also increased across reporting periods, from 46.6 billion naira in 2023. The surplus grew to 247 billion in 2024 and expanding further to 776 billion naira in 2025. Then, finally, the one many people are concerned about, net debt to income ratio, meaning, is the debt sustainable? In 2023, Enugu State government spent 70% of its revenue to service its debt. But in 2024, the new government spent just about 34% in debt servicing, and the number is decreasing still. Let's examine the implications of these economic numbers. First, the ability of a government to generate resources internally and from legitimate sources is a significant indicator of financial health. Secondly, higher internally generated revenue means Enugu is collecting more of its own money, not depending solely on federal allocations. Thirdly, a benchmark of fiscal maturity that most Nigerian states fail to achieve. And finally, an operating surplus is the clearest sign that a government is not spending beyond its means on recurrent activities. Question 2. Borrowing has increased in nominal terms. Domestic debt increased from 82.48 billion naira in first quarter of 2024 to 188.42 billion naira in first quarter of 2025. That is documented. The key issue is how those funds are used. Public records link borrowing to infrastructure projects, education investments, healthcare expansion, transport systems. Every episode in this Pre-Bunker series has catalogued what that borrowing has produced. Smart grain schools, SEMSAS, ambulances, CNG buses, modern terminals, gully control, the 300-bed hospital under construction, and Enugu Air. At the same time, external debt levels have declined over a recent period. Between June 2023 and June 2024, Enugu State reduced its external debt by $39.8 million, according to data from the Debt Management Office, the DMO. There is currently no publicly documented evidence that Enugu State has defaulted on any debt obligation, failed to meet salary commitments, or entered any form of financial distress proceedings. So, what is the fiscal governance verdict? Has revenue grown substantially? Yes, from 30 billion naira to over 400 billion naira. IGR up 54.6%. Surpluses reaching 776 billion naira in 2025. Is borrowing irresponsible? No, it is directed at productive infrastructure. External debt was reduced by $39.8 million. No defaults. Debt ratio within safe limits. Is Enugu building an economy beyond allocations? Yes. Tax digitalization, agricultural transformation, World Bank, and AFD partnerships validated. Stay informed, stay ahead, stay protected from misinformation. Pre-Bunker, know the facts first.